This video is for all of the men struggling in 2025. It's a weird time. Things are off balance, backwards, upside down. And the point of this video is to give you guys a little bit of insight into things that I have learned that have helped me sort of reframe how my own priorities work and how I view the world, to hopefully give you some actionable steps at continuing to make improvements and be able to become a better man as you continue to pursue masculine excellence. Now, the first thing that I will say is that a lot of men are struggling, but at the same time, struggle is necessary. Struggle is important. It's one of the biggest lies that has been told to the men of our generation, that we are supposed to feel happy and joyful and fulfilled all of the time. It's not the case at all. Struggle is actually one of the most important aspects in the masculine journey. If you're not struggling, chances are you're probably not growing. And the truth is, there are a whole lot of different dynamics that play into why men feel less satisfied, less fulfilled, less happy than ever, and yet things are easier than ever in our society. You know, people will say, oh, the economy's bad, men are struggling, people are struggling. We live in a society where you can do whatever you want to do. You can fly across the world if you want. You can order groceries from your phone. You can contact everybody that's important to you in your life from a phone. You can book a trip to go see them. We are at a point in human history where everything is easier than it ever has been, and yet we are being told that it's incredibly difficult. But it's not difficult because it's actually hard. It's difficult because we're running into problems that men have never had to face. Men were made to be out plowing the fields, hunting. We were never supposed to have access to such simple, easy sexual gratification. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. And strong men bring the good times. And then the cycle repeats itself. Like, they've never had to face these types of problems ever because things have never been this easy. And struggle is such a crucial component of the masculine journey. If you completely get rid of all struggle, men become weak. And when a man becomes weak, he becomes emotional. He becomes volatile. He becomes toxic. When a man is weak and a man has not worked, a man has not struggled, a man has not learned. And one of the biggest problems with this today is how relationships work. You see, this was how God originally created it. Women were supposed to submit to the man. Women were supposed to pursue men. And the man was supposed to be focused on pursuing God, his purpose, and his duty in life. Now, this entire thing has been completely messed up. And one of the biggest reasons that's causing this whole shift is that things are so easy that men are not men anymore. They're focused around pursuing pleasure, pursuing the quick dopamine hit. And ultimately, what this ends up doing is it ends up leaving men to pursue women because they want sexual fulfillment. They want sexual gratification. And so men become completely obsessed with women, and this throws off the entire dynamic. When things are easy, men go out and they pursue happiness in the form of quick pleasures, quick fixes, drugs, video games, porn, women. They go out and they seek instant gratification. And when men do this, they fall away from pursuing their relationship with their God, their creator, their purpose, which is God-given, and their duty to not only their family, their friends themselves, and the people around them, but also their duty to society. Now, what's so important about understanding why this is messed up is because as soon as you realize that your goal as a man should be pursuing your relationship with your creator, figuring out what your purpose is and what your duty is, your entire perspective starts to change. When this dynamic shifts, men are completely thrown into disarray. Men become simps. They chase after women, and they actually end up submitting to women just so that they can get access to sex. A man may think that he's high value or hot shit because he's able to go out and sleep with a ton of women. But that's not the case at all. In fact, those men are incredibly weak. They're slaves to their sexual desire. I see men like this, and I see them as being slaves to women because they cannot live, they cannot function, they cannot do work without getting validation from these women that they are sleeping with. So this is one of the biggest recommendations that I have for you as a man in 2025 is get your priorities back in line. Keep your masculine frame, which is to pursue God, your purpose and duty above all else, and women will start to pursue you. Women will start to come into your frame. This is how it's supposed to work. In Genesis, it says, Eve, your desire shall be for your husband, but he shall rule over you. It also says in the Bible that women are supposed to submit to men as the church is supposed to submit to Jesus. And men, you are called to be the spiritual authority in your relationships. It is your job to guide your woman. And how can you guide your woman when you are the one submitting to her? When you are the one that goes weak for her body? When you are the one that lusts after her, when you are the one that cannot control your own sexual desire. When you shift around this dynamic, what you start to see is that brotherhood is actually the highest form of relationship that a man can have. And it's something that is incredibly lost in today's society. It's one of the reasons why men feel such little fulfillment, such little purpose, so little satisfaction, is because they are lacking time with other men that are driven, that are trying to achieve their purpose, that are going after their goals, because most men are so caught up chasing women. And that's their downfall. The goal of my channel is to help you guys achieve excellence in every single aspect of your life. The relational aspect, your faith, your fitness. I catch a lot of flack because I've been posting a lot of videos lately that help people with the business side of things. You guys probably know I started my fitness coaching business 3 years ago now. I quit my job, I dropped out of school, and it's become very, very successful. The whole reason why I talk about money and business in the first place is not because I'm telling you that getting a certain amount of money or building a business is going to solve all of your problems. It's because your value as a man comes from what you have to offer society. That is where your value in society truly lies. Yes, you have value in the eyes of God, but when it comes to society, society doesn't care about you if you have nothing to offer, if you do not help people, if you cannot lead. People say, Brandon, well, why are you flexing that you make $100,000 a month all the time? It's not because I'm trying to put you guys down. It's because it's in my best interest to give every single one of you watching my channel all of the knowledge that I have gained over the past couple of years so that you can take that information and go and build something for yourself, so that you can go become successful, so that you can go become useful to society. And my goal is to help others achieve very similar things to what I've achieved. That's why I have Empire Blueprint that helps fitness coaches scale their fitness coaching businesses, because that's exactly what I did. And I'm not saying that once you become successful, rich, jacked, and handsome that all of your problems are going to go away. But I am giving you a way to become more valuable to society, to those around you, to help you bless other people with your masculine essence the way that you were supposed to. You see, women are born with their value. Women are born with purity, with their virginity, and that's why it's so important that they try to maintain that. But that's a whole nother topic for another video. It is my best interest for you guys to go out and become the best versions of yourself. I want every single man watching this video to see success in every single aspect of their life. And understanding how the dynamic between the male and female relationship has been thrown off is incredibly important. Now you can shift your priorities. You can pursue the things that you are supposed to go out and pursue as a man. You can hopefully become a better version of yourself. I hope this video helps some of you guys out. Make sure to drop a like down below, hit subscribe if you want to see more content like this.
sober, got me seeing black. I love her, I know it ain't no going back. I been going through it for my next shit, stressing. Nights got me turning, ain't no resting. Yes, it's crazy, crossing borders, leaving lesson. Guess it's running all night. Got away shaking, now you got me in the mud. Ain't no time for faking, got the skills when I control. Ain't no time to save it, always in them like a ghost. You know you my favorite girl, you leaving with my soul. Paying for the cash and the double in my coat. Don't get it.
Seeing the cars out here while I'm working out is nothing but motivating. I mean, we got such a trashy background. Welcome to Bozeman, Montana. Everybody asks me why I don't move out of Bozeman, Montana, my hometown. It is incredibly pretty here. It's very, very difficult to leave. But also, I don't know, something about being in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nature, especially when my job, you know, involves so much stuff online that tends to like cloud my focus, cloud my mind. I can always feel free to just go outside. There's always beautiful scenery and just kind of escape everything else that's going on. So it's one of the main reasons for sure. All right, last thing I'm gonna say before we wrap up this video. If you're a man, you've decided to go to therapy and you have a counselor, and they don't tell you that you need to be working out and getting into the sun. If doing both at the same time is something that you're able to do, you need to be on top of that every single day. If they do not tell you to do those two things, run as fast as you can. Waste the money. They're gonna tell you all this bullshit about, oh, you have past trauma and you're just not in touch with your emotions. What you really need to do is you need to open up and you need to talk to me. You need to tell me everything about how you're feeling. That destroys a man. That is not the wavelength that we were meant to operate on. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be working hard, working towards something, challenging yourself every single day, staying healthy, pushing your body to the limit, pushing your mind to the limit, because that's ultimately what you're valued for by society and by the others around you. It's your intellect, it's your body, it's your usefulness. So pay it forward to others so that when you're older and you don't have the ability to be useful anymore, others will pay it back to you. Go drop a like on the video, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.